Good evening and welcome to another great episode of Kitchen Table Conversation. I know I ain't looking at you because I'm trying to fix something on my phone right quick. We having a little technical difficulty. There we go. Welcome to another episode of a special episode of Kitchen Table Conversation. I'm your host, Rodney Pelt. Tonight we're going to be talking to District 7 candidate for the seat, Mr. Sealey. We're gonna be talking to him about all his ideas and his platform, so everybody get a chance to know who he is. But before we get into that, I hope everybody had a good week. Man, we had some great shows over the last 5 to 6 weeks. We'll be closing. Well, no, our political shows will be trying to close out tomorrow with we'll have Miss Cassius Lanier, we'll have Miss Q Chandler, and Miss Angela Wheat, Mrs. Angela Wheat. They'll be on tomorrow. They'll be closing out our political guests, and then the next week's show gonna be epic. So so y'all stay tuned for that one. But tomorrow will be our last political episode when we host guests and stuff, like talking about their platform until they get into, unless they want to come back, they come back. But Alabama had a great win yesterday, didn't it? Woohoo! They beat Kentucky. But I was scared that for a minute though. They was, oh man, them threes ain't falling. They just doing bad. But they was falling yesterday. They had a great game. I hope everybody excited. And I'm just rambling because it's a special edition. So I hope everybody ready for the new HBCU conference basketball tournament that be hosted here this week at Stillman College. I need everybody to go and buy a ticket and go see a game. They got games all week long, right up at Stillman College Birthright Auditorium. I think Stillman plays. They're the number one seed. Both men and women are the number one seeds. So they both play, I think, Thursday or Friday. But you can look at the schedule and see. Me and my family, we're going to go support because, I'm a Stillman grad. Shout out to my HBCU. But go support. That's the HBCU. I hope I'm saying that right. HBCU Conference Basketball Tournament be hosted here again for the second time in the city of Tuscaloosa. Had a 3-year agreement. Had last year, this year, and then next year. They have some local teams. I think I know Talladega is in the tournament, and of course Stillman. I think Tougaloo, maybe Dillard. Couple more schools if you've heard of, very prominent in the HBCU world. So come out this week, check us out, and we want you to be a part of what's going on right over there on Stillman Hill, as my grandmama used to say. So listen, guys, y'all ready to go? Let's get rock and roll. I know he anxious. He's sitting over there tapping his feet. I hear him. So we're gonna get right into Mrs. Sealey right after this commercial. We'll be right back with Maurice Sealey.
Hello, my name is Maurice Sealey, and I'm running for City Council District 7. Let's seal the deal with Sealey for more transparency through town hall meetings every 4 months, better schools, improved sidewalks and streets, a beautiful Skyland Boulevard, and a stronger approach to combating crime. Vote for me, Maurice Sealey, on March 4th.
Paid political advertising to elect Maurice Sealey.
All right, welcome back. Like I said earlier, to a special episode of Kitchen Table Conversation. We're sitting down, Mr. Maurice Sealey. How you doing, man?
Good, brother. Glad to be here.
Great to see you. I know it's a Sunday night, man. We tired. We've been at church all day. We had a Black History program at my mom's church. Great. So, we're going to get it in early tonight so we can go home, go to bed.
Right.
So, man, thanks for coming by, though. Thanks for coming by, reaching back out. We had some scheduling conflicts early in the game. So Thanks for rescheduling. I know it's on Sunday, so we're gonna let you get in and get on out here.
All right.
All right. Good. So look to the camera. Tell people, who is Maurice Sealey for the ones that don't know you.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'm a simple man. I am Maurice Sealey. Born in Choctaw County, moved to Tuscaloosa, Alabama in 1990. I have a lot of family here in Tuscaloosa County, from down in the Foster's area, Ralph area. Those are my people, Rodney. Mm-hmm. And I have came up here and made Tuscaloosa a home. I like Tuscaloosa. It's not too big, not too small. We had a university here, Alabama. Went to the game last night.
Oh, good.
And we have Stillman College. Go up there and support them also. Do go to games when they do have them. But man, I live in Parkside. Been in Parkside for over 10 years. Attend Elizabeth Baptist Church, where we have great service. Went and shared today with St. Paul on the hill by Stillman with Reverend Lionel Weaver. They had excellent service also today.
We're gonna X that out because we ain't gonna get no church. No, if you talk about Cornerstone, we're gonna talk about another church. No, I'm joking. I'm just joking. I love Pastor Weaver. Pastor Weaver, that's my buddy. But come to Cornerstone.
Okay. So and so I'm here really to try to make a difference, and that's who I am. I got a career at Alabama Power, been there for over 30 years, licensed funeral director here in Tuscaloosa. So that's who I am, and that's what I want to do, help the citizens of Tuscaloosa.
Okay, Maurice, you say, and guys, remember you can leave your comments and questions in the chat box below. My producer will be asking questions as they come. So ask him any question you want to ask me. Ask him now. But you said from Choctaw County. Where in Choctaw County are you from?
It's kind of between.
Tell me where you're from in Choctaw County.
Man,
be proud of it.
Right on the Sumter County, Choctaw County line, on 1 mile over in Choctaw County from Sumter County. I say I grew up right beside Highway 17.
Oh wow!
So it's right behind in the country, man.
Is that Pendleton? No, that ain't Pendleton.
No, before you get to Pendleton, you go about. I live about 10 miles from Pendleton, Alabama.
Okay.
4 miles from Jenkins, Alabama. Little small places, man. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Come down there and visit.
Yeah, we go to Mobile. My fiance family from Mobile. Parts of family from Mobile, and we go that way. I like going out 43. She don't like going out 43, so we'll come through. And the way we go.
We take 45.
Oh, I thought we went that way. I thought we went that way. I've been that way before because I was a military friend of mine passed away, and I went that way to the funeral. The funeral was in Silas.
Okay.
So yeah,
Silas down Highway 17. We call that South Choctaw County.
Yeah, South Choctaw County. They had a good football down there.
Sure did.
So you say you moved here in 1990, go to school and all that kind of good stuff, and your roots are here now. So tell us a little bit about your vision and your plan for District 7. Well, first tell us where District 7 is in the city.
District 7 starts up just above, I guess you would say on Skyland Boulevard, right there where at Alpine Hills at the Chevron service station. That's where I would say it starts. And it travels all the way down Skyland Boulevard. And it get a little tricky down there where O'Reilly is in the Kia dealership, because part of that on the left side, when you get closer to the traffic light, changes to another district.
District 2.
Yes, it will be District 2.
So, yeah.
But if you go to the right, you will continue to stay in District 7. We have Sky Ranch in District 7, Alpine Hills, South Park, those areas, all the way over to James I. Harrison Parkway. All of those are in District 7. Very nice neighborhoods.
That's crazy how and you know my brain just run crazy. So forgive me if I get off road map. But it's crazy how you go up Joe Factory Road and then you can be in the county on one street, sit on the next street, count on the next street, then hit Alpine Hills, back in the city.
City.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is.
And that's part of your district on by Dreamland back up in that
Dreamland
way.
actually hit the county.
Dreamland County?
Yeah, I think Dreamland is actually in the county, I believe. Yeah, it's Dreamland's in the county. And when you pass by that area where Dreamland is, and I think it's Serve Pro, then you get to Sky Ranch. You pick back up to the city.
Oh, wow. That is crazy.
So it's kind of funny, man. You have to really study the map like I done. I had to get a city map and study it to understand where I was and what's going on.
Now, you being in Tuscaloosa for 30 plus years, and you've seen a lot of change in that district, a lot of change in the city over the last 30 years. What have you seen that's good in that district, and what have you seen that maybe needs your plans for the district? Let me say it like that.
Man, so when I moved here, if you was around here in 1990, you know that Skyland Boulevard with McFarland Mall was the place to be.
Yeah, it was.
Man, everybody wanted to go to the mall and go into Gayfers, ride up the escalators. You got the downstairs, upstairs, ride on those. It was just so thriving, man, and I enjoyed it. I was a country boy in the big city of Tuscaloosa. So in Skyland Boulevard was the place to be. And it has diminished, declined very much. And it happened so rapidly that you almost didn't see it happen. But one day I was just riding on Skyland Boulevard and I got to looking at it and I was like, man, this is not the Skyland Boulevard that I knew. And we need someone that's going to do something about it. So to check myself, I started to ask other people, what do you think about Skyland Boulevard? And how does it look to you? And, I got the same comments of the thoughts that I was having. And so I, going back to my roots again, I thought about my father. My father, who was county commissioner in Choctaw County for 8 years, rendered a service to the people. And that's what you are to the people when you are in politics. You are a servant. And I saw how he helped him do it. And so I decided that I want to help people and I want to make a difference. And you have to have a heart for that because it doesn't pay a lot. It's all about helping the people. I'm for the people, about the people, giving the people some of the things that they need. You can't give everything that they ask for because some of the things that I've heard on this campaign trail, I'm thinking, well, I don't know if I can do that one. But I do want to give them a lot. I walk these streets, and in these streets that I walk, going and knocking on these doors, I've heard so many different things like, you running for what position? Well, I didn't even know we had a city councilman. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. So, I hear all these things. So I want to make a difference with people. I want to make a difference in the city. I walk through Alpine Hill. The people at Alpine Hill talk about drainage problem. I go to South Park. The people in South Park talk about drainage problem and other areas that have standing water in them. I hear all these things and people have concern about it. And we can't necessarily make our focus on Skyland Boulevard, even though we want it to be and look the part. We have to be about the people and for the people. People want lighting. There are so many dark areas. I was in Alpine Hill on Saturday. We went through the neighborhood and some of the guys was telling me, man, you see in this little circle right here, you see how many lights we have? We only have one light right here and we need more lighting to light this area up. Well, I want to give the people that lighting. What does lighting cost us? I mean, we can get lighting. I hear and I've heard the incumbent talk about things that's on the paper, things that we're going to do. It's been 4 years, Rodney, 4 years, and we hadn't gotten there yet. And as I looked at the budget, and I encourage people to look at Tuscaloosa City budget. And if you want to know how to get on there, you call me afterwards. I'd love to give out my telephone number. You call me afterwards. I'll tell you how to get on the city budget and you look at it. Learn for yourself. And that's another thing I want to promise the people. I promise the people a town hall meeting every 4 months.
Well, I can't ask you no question because you answered all that question on my whole sheet right here. I ain't get to the question.
Well, man, I got on the
before
road.
You say that, hold on. Before you say,
let
let me ask the question. You go ahead. Community engagement. Engaging community is a vital and effective, vital for effective representation. I have you ensure ongoing dialogue with the residents across the district, and you've been campaigning. And how would you increase community involvement if you're elected?
Okay,
that's the question.
Okay, I'm gonna go on with it then. Man, if I'm elected, I speak it into existence and say when I'm elected, the way I'm going to have community involvement, as I started to say, is town hall meetings. I promise. I can't promise you that I can come out there and clean your ditch. I can't promise you that I can give you curves. I can't promise you a whole lot of things, but one thing that I can promise you is a town hall meeting. And that is the way to keep people informed on what is going on in Tuscaloosa. Let them know, be very much transparent. I don't believe in telling people something just to get their vote. That's not me. I'm going to tell you the truth. And when I tell you the truth, I'm going to have proof to bag it up. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna stop there because I can go.
I ain't got no more questions to ask. No, given the representation of your district, we talked about that earlier before we got on, where the district entails and what parts over here, what parts over there. Now we know we got some conservative, moderate representation in your district, and we also got some parts of your district that's maybe more progressive. And maybe some underserved parts of your district. So how are you going to marry those two so you can make decisions that'll benefit everybody in your district?
Because the way I would do that is think like this, Rodney. I'm going to think about all people. I'm not going to separate no one. I understand what you're saying, but we have to bring everyone together. If you live in District 7 in one neighborhood, and I live in District 7 in another neighborhood, it's bringing you and I together. We have to become one. We are stronger together. I'm a firm believer in it that together you can make a difference. Our forefathers and ancestors, they all marched to get what we get now, to be able to vote, to be able to go in the same bathroom, to be able to go in the courthouse. Those people marched. They were stronger together. And that's how I'll do us. I'll bring us stronger together. When I have a town hall meeting, it ain't just for a few people. The town hall meeting is for all people. So that's my plan on doing that.
Okay, good talking points. Good. That's good. We need to have more community engagement and community involvement when it comes to our district across the board. Now, a question I've asked everybody. Now, District 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, how many other districts? We all work together for a harmonious city. So how would your work ethic marry into the decision-making of each district to benefit your district, but benefit the greater Tuscaloosa?
Well, I want to be able to, first thing I want to do is have a relationship with the other councils. That's what I want to do. We all have needs in our district. Let's work together to find a solution to take care of our needs. We cannot take care of all of them, but we can come together and let me work with you in District 1. I work with you in District 1 how I can. I'll work with someone else in District 2. We don't need to be apart. I don't believe in separation. I believe in us working together, marrying it, because we all want to achieve the same thing, and that's the best for our district. If you make it the best for your district, you make it best for the city of Tuscaloosa, and everybody is a winner. Everybody become a winner in that way if you all work together.
Okay. Last question I got for you. You got any questions in the chat? Okay. Last question I got for you. Now, you talked about your platform, how you want to help people. You talked about drainage. You talked about this or all that. Give us a few specific ideas without giving your whole platform away or telling no secrets that you're going to do when you get in office. But give us a couple specific ideas of what you would do once you're in office, or your plans, or what. Okay, let me say it like this. Forecasting, your visual forecasting, what would district look like, 7 look like if you had the opportunity, if you was blessed enough with the opportunity to have a seat?
If I'm blessed enough, and when I'm blessed enough to have the opportunity to this seat, the day that I'm elected, the first day, I'm going to the Belt Activity Center. I'm going to get dates. I'm telling you, this is what I'm going to do on the first day.
Okay.
I'm going to the Belt Activity Center. I'm going to get dates from the day that I take office, that day, because I think it's around May when you get sworn in, I think it is. From that day, I'm going to plan my first town hall meeting to bring people in and talk with them. At that town hall meeting, I'm going to give them dates every 4 months. That's what I'm going to do. They're going to have the dates. They're going to know when to come to the meeting. We're going to have a suggestion box. We're going to talk. And let me stop because I'll be giving my stuff away.
Don't give your stuff
That's
away.
some of the things we're going to do. The second thing that I want to do as a plan is wherever there is some type of crime, and I thank God we don't have a lot of crime in District 7, but wherever there's some kind of crime, I'm going to have the police officers, because it takes me a little time to get that to that point. I'm going to have an officer to come to the second town hall meeting and talk with the people on some of the things that they can do to help in their neighborhood. Now, I believe in this, Rodney. I believe in neighborhood watch program. Neighborhood watch program was not a program that failed. It never failed. What happened? We quit using it. We quit using neighborhood watch program. There's nothing wrong with it. So I'm a firm believer with talking with the police officer or someone on the police force. If we can incorporate today's technology into neighborhood watch, I honestly believe that we can be successful. And with that, there are some things that goes along with it that, hey, I gotta wait until
hold your mule. That's my grandma used to say, hold your mule.
Yeah, but there are things to go with it. So that's why I'm off and running. I'm off and running that day, and I'm gonna continue to run my whole year term in election. I've just heard so many things, but I've seen so little work. And that's just my vision, because I live in District 7 and I haven't seen nothing. And I haven't gone to a town hall meeting and I haven't heard anything, Rodney. So, hey, that's just a little snippet of what I'm going to do when I kick off.
Okay, all right. Mr. Sealey, you said a lot. You ran all over my questions. You did a whole lot, but I like it.
I'm fired up about this thing, right? I'm fired up, man.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
I want to work. I really do.
That's good. That's good. We're glad we have some people that's passionate about their community, passionate about doing things. And we would like to say to you, if God has all command and all control,
no doubt.
Whichever way this election going, we don't want you to just quit on the battlefield.
I won't.
Fight, because we need to be in this fight. My pastor, my mother's church assistant pastor was speaking today, and she was talking about staying in the fight, how MLK fought and he died for it. You know, Malcolm X fought and he died for it. All these foot soldiers fought and died for their beliefs, and we gotta. I ain't saying die for your belief. I ain't saying that.
I understand.
Don't do that now, right? You're a funeral director. Don't think you can direct your own funeral.
No, I don't think so.
But we need some foot soldiers out there working, man. So, anything else you want to say before I close?
And well, yeah, just to elaborate on a little what you just said, and that's why I wanted to run my campaign the way it was, because I was born in the 60s. And in the 60s, when we were fighting as a people for what we wanted, that was the only way we could get our message across. There is Facebook, there is the other social media pages that you can use now when you're doing campaigning. But back when I was with my parents and we were out fighting for the right of Black people, we walked. We walked the streets and we were foot soldiers. So that's why I got out. I mean, that's why I got out in the neighborhoods and I became a foot soldier to show the people that I'm true about this thing, that I really want to work. I wouldn't be out there wasting my time walking through the neighborhoods to meet with you, the people, if I wasn't serious about getting out there working for you. Hey, if you need to contact me,
hold on, don't do that yet. Don't do that yet. All right, let me do. See, he just killing my little show. Boy. I can't answer no questions.
He fired up.
He fired up. Boy, I tell you. All right, this is what we gonna do. I give everybody an opportunity, last minute, 2 minutes, whatever you want to do. It's gonna take all the time.
Okay.
You can have as long as you want. Scoot over this way.
Okay.
Get in front of the camera, and I want you to tell the people why they should vote for Maurice Sealey. And I'm gonna get out your way.
Okay.
It's on you.
Hey, people of District 7, please vote for Maurice Sealey. This is the reason why I think you should vote for Maurice Sealey. Hardworking, dedicated, fired up about working for you, fired up for the people, want to do a great job for the people, going to inform the people as to what is going on in District 7, and promise you a town hall meeting for District 7. If you need to hear from me, I can be reached at 205-886-4669. If you don't want to call, you want to send me a message, go to Seal the Deal, the number 4, D7 at gmail.com. That's Seal the Deal 4D7 at gmail.com. And I promise you, I will respond back. I won't have you waiting 3 or 4 months and you not hear from me. Thank you very much. And I look to see you March the 4th, Tuesday, out at the polls. I'll be there. I'll be still asking you for your vote on that day. Thank you, Rodney.
Thank you, Ms. Sealey. Appreciate you.
Hello, my name is Maurice Sealey, and I'm running for City Council District 7. Let's seal the deal with Sealey for more transparency through town hall meetings every 4 months, better schools, improved sidewalks and streets, a beautiful Skyline Boulevard, and a stronger approach to combating crime. Vote for me, Maurice Sealey, on March 4th.
Paid political advertising to elect Maurice Sealey.
I have heard that. I'm gonna tell you.
He could have said
I have heard it. But she can't.
Hey, we back. We back. Woo! We back. Kids Table Conversation. Man, y'all just heard Maurice Sealey. He did a wonderful job. You heard his platform. You hear what he got going on. Listen, get out. Like I say, vote for your friends. I mean, vote for your future, not your friends. So I'm neutral and biased. But you heard from him. You heard from, we had Mr. John Fales on. We had Mr. Eric Gaines on. We had, who else on? Dennis. My boy Dennis Collins been on. We had, who else we had on? Erica Grant. Dr. Jackson been on. We had a lot of people on. So, and we got 3 more tomorrow night. So you hear all these platforms. You hear all these people. You hear all these concerns. You hear the passionate voices. So, like I say, don't vote for your friends, vote for your future. So this man that plugged up a fan. Lord have mercy. So guy, come on, man. So I got my buddy, he came back again.
It's portable.
But we ain't talking about politics tonight.
No, not at all.
We ain't talking about politics tonight. So we got some more folks coming with you?
I just sent them a text, sent them the address.
Okay.
I can check with them one more time.
Yeah, we'll go. But Mr. Eric Gaines, listen, I know y'all, and this just real impromptu, very impromptu. This was not scheduled. This is something Eric hit me with a little while ago. Other people got in my inbox about. They really wanted to talk to the people about it, and they want to address their concerns. So I don't know if y'all saw our live last week?
Tuesday.
This week. Oh my, I thought it was. Seemed like a month ago we did that.
That's right.
Tuesday we did a live from Forester Gardens, local apartment complex here in the city, and we talked with the residents about their living conditions. We talked to them about they being evicted from their apartments because of condemnation. Well, not condemnation, being condemned, their apartments being condemned, and a whole lot of different things. So Eric is really passionate, and this ain't got nothing to do with politics right here. Eric, myself, and others behind the scenes were very passionate about our people, especially our underserved communities. And we thought it would have been very needed to go out and talk to those people about the living conditions and
we had planned to be there Thursday.
Huh?
We had planned to be there Thursday.
And it just popped up real fast. So Eric, why are we here tonight? Why you come on? I know why. I'm just wanting him to tell it.
Okay, we're here tonight for 2 simple reasons. Like Pilt already mentioned, Foster Garden is a underserved part of District 6, not just District 6, but in our city, okay? And believe it or not, Pip, I got a few inboxes and a couple of phone calls that concern me. People called. Some people said, yes, what you guys are doing. They commended us for bringing some awareness to that. But we got a few phone calls that said those mothers or those people should want better for their kids. And why don't they just move into another apartment? I want to talk just a little bit how personal Foster Garden is to me. I'm originally from Flint, Michigan. Okay. My mom was in a situation with my dad. When she got divorced, we lived in a shelter for battered and abused women. Okay. So when we were in on Section 8 of government housing or underserved community, whatever you want to call it, that was an upgrade from where we were. When you live in a shelter, it's not you have your own bedroom with you and your family, and each kid has their own room and own TV like they do now. It's you, my mom at the time. I'm the oldest of 11. At that time, there were 5 of us.
11. Good
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's okay. 2 sets of twins.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's another show.
That's 4 and 2 shots.
Right. That's another show. So, but my point is, when I see or hear about a foster garden or some other low to moderate income area in District 6 or in our city, that affects me, because all of us right now, we know in life where you've been. You don't know where you're going.
Right.
And I think I contacted you Tuesday. I said, man, what are you doing? You mentioned you had somewhere to be at 8 o'clock. I said, man, I need you. I called my son up. We went out there and we had heard about the conditions, but hearing it is different from us being out there actually seeing it. I reached out to 3 of the tenants tonight to join us on the show. We're going to probably follow up with them. We may shoot them a text or another phone call, because you guys hearing from me, I know y'all tired of me being on the show. Am I a co-host now?
Almost.
This my first time?
Jabbar gonna be coaching week after next. So
Okay.
you have to talk to him about that.
Well, good.
He ain't gonna let nobody get no shine.
I know. Well, ever since he was on the billboard, I think.
Oh yeah, that bill blowed his head up, boy. I tell you,
I'm surprised he got his head on the billboard.
It's so big.
No. but seriously, Foster Garden is the reason we're here. Even though I'm running for city council, all of District 6 and all of our city, when things like that happen in Foster Garden, that affects other areas in our city. And it shouldn't be only people, neighbors that your house backs up to the golf course that get attention.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be polite when I say
I've never
had to see it.
No, I've been in some bad. I grew up in West Tuscaloosa, in rural Greene County, and I grew up having to light the fireplace when it's 12 degrees outside. I grew up slopping hogs. I've cleaned up a hog pen and cleaned up behind the horse stall, and I've done some things. And my mama we wasn't rich. We was poor. We wasn't. But the conditions, it was worse than Iraq. I spent 12 months boots on ground in Iraq, and I've been in some hostiles over there, some places over there that was very, very deplorable. But my God, in America, in the United States of America, 2025, to see people live like that, and not because they want to, and that's what hurt me really, Eric, is the text message, the inboxes that I got, like you, and that people was coming at those residents like they want to live like that. Right. It's like they can do better for themselves. They can just leave, go there. You just get you another apartment. But sometimes this stuff ain't that simple.
Right. It's not that simple.
It ain't that simple. And to see those people, like the mother said that she had 5 kids, how she gonna get up and move?
Right. And it just purchased groceries.
And just bought groceries and get put out, basically put out with no warning, with a trunk full of groceries and 4 children, 4 or 5 children. Where's she gonna go? Now I've heard the city that made some accommodations and whatever, and they suing the landlord. That's all well and great, but we need to be more vigilant as a community. When things like this happen, we light these people up. And I ain't talking about commissioners or councilmen. I'm talking about those landowners, those landlords, those slumlords that don't care about their tenants. All they want is that check, that Section 8 check, that the government assistance check, whatever kind of check, or the folk paying their rent, whatever it is, that's all they want. And that's what Forester Gardens, and there's other places like that in the city too, that we're going to start harping on. Got those people, have those people living. Because like the lady said, I ain't got nowhere to go. What lady said,
Right.
It's just me, my baby, and my dog. That's all I got. I ain't got no mama. I ain't got no daddy.
Right.
I ain't got nobody here in
family.
Tuscaloosa. No family. Moved here for a relationship. Didn't work out. So now just me and my baby and my dog. And we ain't got no, I'm working. Every time I gotta go to rent and her little car note. Where is she gonna go? Right. And it hurt me so bad to see people in those comments and inboxing and stuff try to trash those people like they can just pick up and move. Right. Heck, I'm 52 years old. I just can't pick up and move. I retired from the military. I can't pick up and move. So how you expect those people to get up and pick up and move? That's crazy. We still got people in 2025 that think like that.
Right. One of the things I do want to mention is that I like the city. I think Wednesday they had an emergency meeting, and I saw this in the paper. They have declared Foster Gardens a public nuisance.
Okay, good.
That gives the city a lot more leverage to put some pressure on whoever the owner is, so that we don't want to say it's going to force them to either sell or go ahead and make those living conditions better. My personal opinion, after you and I looked inside some of those units, I think the best thing might be to just find those people somewhere else to go and bulldoze the whole thing.
I'll tear that whole thing down. Either tear it down or gut it and fix it.
Right.
Tear it down, but if they tear it down, gut it and fix it, and then people come back, their rent will be so high they can't afford to stay there. Right. So, and that's what they do. But I like to say, bulldoze it up, right. and the city get it, and we need a new hay court or I ain't gonna say new hay court, but
Delaware Jackson is also in my district. That is
beautiful apartment, apartments in Jackson 1 and Jackson 2, beautiful homes at McKenzie Court and Rosedale. Right. It'd be a good place for them. I'm just saying, a good spot. It would be a good spot for it.
It could be done. I think the city has the resources, and they've done other partnerships with the housing authority to connect the dots on that to make it happen.
Connect the dots. Those, those residents, my heart breaks for them, man. My heart breaks. I just wish I just had a numerous amount of money. I wish I was Elon Musk and I say, hey, just snap my fingers and fix that problem. But it's not that easy. And it was very hurtful to hear those comments and stuff from those people that just don't, I guess they don't care. Right. They just don't care. So, Eric, did you check and tell me if they coming?
I will give them a.
But like I say, tomorrow night we're gonna have Q Chandler on. She's running for District 1 representative over in West Tuscaloosa.
So they're on the way.
Oh, they on the way. Okay. In the downtown area.
Can I dial them anyway?
Can
I call them anyway?
No, let them come. They gonna get live on air. Just tell us. Just come on. Tell her where we at. Yeah. And we have Ashley Weed on.
This is live.
Yeah, this live. Good. This live. This is gonna be live. So when they come on, I need y'all to like and share.
Yes.
Like and share, so we can get these people's voices out here.
And this is live.
And live. Listen, I want you. Whatever said on this show, is not an endorsement from me or endorsement from anybody. It's just real talk. Right. Okay, real talk. But Ashley Weed to be on next week. She's running for District 2. City Council. That's some parts of West Tuscaloosa, some parts of is that East Tuscaloosa? East?
It's kind of a little bit of the west side and a little bit
west side. Then you go up Forest Lake and all that area.
That area.
Is that south? I don't know what they call it. South side, Midtown.
Call it South Side.
They say Midtown.
Everybody knows what South Side is.
Well, that ain't South. Well, I guess it can be some parts of South Side. Yeah. And then we have Cassius on represent. He's a current incumbent councilman in District 7 over here in East Tuscaloosa. So we had him on Monday night, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, right here at Kings Road Events on Hargrove Road East, 501 Hargrove Road.
This is our commercial break?
Yeah, I guess this will be our commercial break.
Can I say?
Go ahead. You can start for the commercial. Go ahead, do your commercial.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on, have you paid for this commercial before you?
I have.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Tuesday. Okay. One of the concerns, one of the reasons that I'm running, and you all have heard me talk about this on Pelt's show and any other platform, is affordable housing. The best way to help our underserved communities is for them not to continue to live in some type of Section 8 or public housing. Tuscaloosa, and I've done this before. Before I was a realtor, I worked for Bank of America and the Bank of Tuscaloosa. We were able to secure the funds, the Tuscaloosa Down Payment Assistance Program. That was very helpful with people who had the credit score, had the income and the means to purchase a home, and they could afford it, but just did not have that down
13,
payment.
14, 15,000 down payment.
Yes, sir. And the city would step in and say, okay, we're going to cut a check for that. If I'm elected, I'm going to make those programs and resources a lot more available. A lot of times what you're going to hear, especially with this being a political season, you're going to hear people say, here's what I'm going to do if elected. What you're going to hear from me is, here's the work I've already been doing. We're going to make these things readily available and help more people. Moving somebody from rent, from foster guards to now they're a homeowner, that increases our tax base and makes it a better community, a better city for all of us. Thank you.
Yeah. That's great, man. I love those down payment assistance programs.
Right.
They helped out a lot of people that I know of in the city, in other areas too.
Yes.
Especially when you have like FHA loans, USDA loans,
Right.
those different things like that. Even those conventional loans, be kind of hard to get, and then your down payment might be
Higher credit
crazy,
scores,
high credit score.
5%
Yeah.
down.
So that'd be great. Oh, and
You and I got it easy because we just use our VA loans.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, 100%. But Lord, these interest rates, Jesus Christ,
Right.
they making my feelings hurt. We was looking at a house the other night. It's 5%,
Okay.
5.9%. That's
Right.
You said that's okay.
It is.
How? No, it ain't. When it was 2%, I want to go back to the 2%.
That's not going to happen in our lifetime.
You don't think so?
Buy the rate down. Get it down to.
How you gonna buy it down? How do you buy the rate down?
Okay. This is the financial.
This is the financial part.
This is the financial segment of the
We
show.
still waiting on the people to get here. They'll be in a few minutes.
This is like an infomercial now. Buying the rate down is a very, very simple solution. Let's say Regions Bank had you approved and your current rate is 6%. You can buy down that rate. It might cost usually 1% of whatever your loan amount is. So if the house is $250,000,
But I can't afford the down payment now, Eric. How am I buy the rate down?
you're not concerned with a down payment. You're going to qualify for your VA loan because you're a veteran.
Okay,
See?
I got you.
All right, it's okay. Now, ask the seller, and a lot of sellers will do this, to contribute more towards your closing costs to get you a better rate to get your payment down.
Okay, so
Simple
you said
solution.
1%, 1% extra. So
it's
if my
unique.
house is $500,000,
Right.
so 1% of $500,000 is like what, 5%?
$5,000.
$5,000.
Yes.
So if I put $25,000 extra on it down, I can buy my rate down 5%.
It's not worth it to do that though.
Why not?
If you do a cost benefit analysis of buying my rate down this much, you only need to buy down 1 point to see the true benefit. Once you start spending more money to buy it down, it doesn't work out. The numbers don't jive. Just buy it down 1%.
Okay, all right.
Everybody
All right.
listening, just buy the rate down 1%. Talk to your realtor or your banker. Most of your banker, the real estate agent, unless they come from a banking background, might confuse them.
I'm confused already. All I know is I got the VA loan, and I just slide that paper in front of them,
Right.
and I get a free down payment, no closing costs, no down payment, and I'm good to go. But I guess we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back shortly with kitchen table conversation. Our next
Yes, sir.
guest.
All right.
All right. Look at our producer. She on her phone,
Producer.
and we trying to go to commercial.
Are we
break.
on the
She
commercial
phone.
now, or-
We on the commercial. We still live.
Can I say something crazy or we still on the air?
No, we still on the air because she on her phone.
Oh, okay.
See, that's
I don't
why they
have
on
anything crazy to
that's
say.
why they on probationary.
Don't fire her.
She almost
Give
there.
her a verbal reprimand.
Verbal. Okay.
Are you ready for commercial break?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Thank you.
See, you heard that. Now she want to be ready for.
strength, leadership, power, authority, guidance, patience are God's gift to us as men. We have to cherish that, not abuse it. I prayed this morning to be a better listener. Didn't work so well. We're human. You get back up. Yes, I've been high up on the mountain. I've been blessed. But that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And it's lonely up there. You know, people don't know that side of it. We did not come this far to just break down and lose now.
Hello, my name is Maurice Sealey, and I'm running for City Council District 7. Let's seal the deal with Sealey for more transparency through town hall meetings every 4 months, better schools, improved sidewalks and streets, a beautiful Skyline Boulevard, and a stronger approach to combating crime. Vote for me, Maurice Sealey, on March 4th.
Paid political advertising to elect Maurice Sealey.
Good morning. My name is Eric Gaines. Today I'm announcing my candidacy for City Council in District 6. We're standing on the corner of Veteran Memorial Parkway and Mayfield. To my left is the Mayfield community. Right behind me is the pedestrian bridge. Here we are standing on the pedestrian bridge that connects District 6 to District 5 that crosses Veteran Memorial Parkway. Our platform is real simple. I want the same thing you want for your home and family. Number one, safety. We have to have a safe, not just a safe District 6, but a safe Tuscaloosa. The second thing is education. We did a survey, and in that survey we found out the more kids graduate, the better they do in school. Guess what crime does? It comes down. The last thing we'll discuss is
Basketball has always played a major role in my life. From my time as a young boy here at the Benjamin Barnes YMCA to my time as a college kid with hopes of a national championship. And then on to coaching my own college basketball teams to championships. A lot of life lessons I learned right here on the basketball court. I learned to make decisions under pressure when all eyes are on you. I learned hard work and that dedication, determination, and grit achieve success. I learned about teamwork and taking care of others. And as a coach, I learned that you must lead by example with honesty and integrity. I want to take these lessons with me to City Hall and be your District 1 representative. Our community's future depends on a leader who's respected by their peers, who fights for what matters to you, a leader that shows up every day, in every room, and for everyone. I'm Joe Eatman. Join me and let's win.
Hello, my name is Maurice Sealey, and I'm running for City Council District 7. Let's seal the deal with Sealey for more transparency through town hall meetings every 4 months, better schools, improved sidewalks and streets, a beautiful Skyline Boulevard, and a stronger approach to combating crime. Vote for me, Maurice Sealey, on March 4th.
Paid political advertising to elect Maurice Sealey. Strength, leadership, power, authority, guidance, patience are God's gift to us as men. We have to cherish that, not abuse it. I prayed this morning to be a better listener. Didn't work so well. We're human. You get back up. Yes, I've been high up on the mountain. I've been blessed. But that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And it's lonely up there. Yeah. You know, people don't know that side of it.
We did not come this far to just break down and lose now.
All right. Hello, everybody. We are back on the air. Pelt had to take a break. This is your co-host, Eric Gaines, filling in for him. I'm not filling in for him. I'm here with Miss Quita Johnson. We've been talking about what happened at Foster Garden. Instead of you all hearing it from me, I figured it would be better to hear it direct from one of the tenants that was actually living out there. We went out, I think it was this past, Tuesday, Quita? And just some of the things that we saw for the past maybe year or two, we've heard about the living conditions at Foster Gardens. And I've driven out there myself. The things that you hear about, it's much, much worse when you see it. Could you give us just kind of a brief description, maybe you explain your situation with the kids and all those good things, and just tell us just kind of day to day what went on, how things were at your apartment, and maybe some of your neighbors without, telling their name.
Mm-hmm. Well, on February 18th, around about 10 o'clock, I get a knock on the door, and the city was telling us that we had to leave. So I panicked because I didn't know what was going on. I found out that they had apparently had empty apartments that landlord failed to fix. I did not know any apartments was like that. I had complained to them about issues as far as holes in the wall and other things. And then when I started recently noticing the mold, I called numerous of times. There was times for 3 months we didn't have heat and stuff. So when everything went on, I did not, like I said, I didn't know about the pictures and stuff. And that's when I knew it was really bad. So because of the units that were destroyed and the pictures that you guys have saw, they decided to shut down the whole building.
Right. Okay. Again, I like the job that our city has done. What I mentioned earlier, declaring that a public nuisance gives the city more leverage to put more pressure on whoever the landlord is. And I'm actually there. Somebody out of New York, the property management company is located in Texas. With me being a real estate agent, I'm working on my own instead of waiting until I'm elected to try to contact them to maybe just see if they would consider either, it's only two options, come get that squared away and fix it, or just go ahead and sell. And with all of the issues that are going on out there, I just don't see the cost to fix that would be just astronomical.
And we've been put up in hotels for approximately 7 days. And everyone that's out there wondering, where are we going to go after those 7 days? We have items left into the apartment, some out here, that, like me and my situation, my kids had got sick, I had been in between jobs, my, Ubering, to take care of my family. But we're wanting to know what's going to happen afterwards, and that's a major concern for me and, with kids and everybody else.
Well, we really do appreciate you.
I got a question for you, ma'am.
Okay.
So how long had this issue been happening? No, we talked about this 2 years ago. Right. We had issues out there. So how long had they been neglected? Property owners been just not caring. I'm gonna say it like that because I don't care. Right. They don't care about y'all. How long has that been going on?
I would say in 2022, I came with them for problems that was going on with a window unit that was in my bedroom that had developed mold in. Mm-hmm. So they came in and they looked at the window. Like I said, they had been in between management. So each time that I go up in for paperwork to renew my lease, I haven't had a lease since 2022. Every time I go in to renew my lease, it'd be different people inside of the office, and they'll keep getting me to come bring in paperwork after paperwork. And I was, by and by taking paperwork up there. So I would say 2022 because I moved out there in 2020. I never had a problem out of my apartment because mine was somewhat a renovated one, but the apartment below me has been abandoned. The neighbor, she moved out last year in January, and the same items she left has still been in the apartment.
So they have been.
They haven't come clean up.
They hadn't cleaned up from the tenants that left.
Nothing.
I know we went out, and I'm not taking over your show, Eric. I'm sorry.
Please do.
You
want to come on this side? So
no. I'm good. We went out there and we were looking. We saw you. We talked to you.
We were
describe at the 500. Describe some of the conditions. Like I can't even describe what I saw. Can you describe some of the conditions that you and other tenants have been living in the last couple of years? I think mold was a big issue. The sewage. Can you?
Well, I haven't had a problem
about that.
I haven't had a problem out of sewage. Only thing I haven't had a problem out of was the sink stopping up, the holes in the wall. We have been putting things down. So like I said, when I moved in 2020, I have not, like, I seen bugs. We had put some powder substance and stuff down, and it wasn't like any bugs, anything going on in my apartment. I wasn't aware of the other apartments and what they looked like. All I know is that when I seen that the door was unlocked and people was going in and out of the apartment, I noticed that the downstairs apartment window was busted out, and all the rain, all the moisture and everything else had trapped in there. So when they opened it, I seen all the mold and everything else. As far as other tenants, I don't know many people out there, but I know people have been complaining about mold issues. And I started noticing mold in my vents. My daughter has severe eczema and she started breaking out. We went to the doctor and we found out that she was allergic to dust mites and the mold.
So how did that go with you all making payments like your monthly rent? Like, were they
Okay.
not accommodating you all because of, with the issues? Like, hey, you're gonna get half off your rent, or how did that work? You're still paying full price. I'm assuming you were paying full price for your unit, and you still had these issues that were never corrected.
Okay, so when I moved in 2020, I was on TANF. I was based on income. So then after that, like I said, I got jobs. I turned in wage forms. I turned in everything that needed to be turned in. So in 2022, I had help with Tuscaloosa One Place. They helped me with rent, and I had paid on a portion on rent. So in August of last year, like I said, ever since 2022, I've been up there wondering about my rent. So as far as the paperwork and stuff, in 2023 was the last time I paid rent. Because I've told them, I said, well, you're going to come fix the issues that's going on in my apartment. If you're not going to fix it, then you're not going to, I'm not going to pay anything. So in August of last year, they had started charging me $893 a month. I had a balance of $15,000.
$893 a month?
A month.
Oh my God.
No way.
And I decided I wasn't going to pay anything. So they had put notes on my door as far as eviction. And I was willing to leave at that time. But I knew that you had to get served from the people to get evicted. So I had not been paying anything for the last year and a half, 2 years.
Have you all thought about, so the city said, we're going to put you here for 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone said, here's what's going to happen at the end of those 7 days?
No, I know when I was outside trying to get my car worked on, the person from the city said that if they don't put us anywhere after 7 days, to call 311.
Okay.
So pretty much you out of luck.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, I hate that. So is the 500 buildings that everybody that's there is gone now? Did you know of? I know you can speak to that.
Yes, I believe everyone is gone. Okay. Some don't have a car. I'm not sure if they're there. I've been going into the house to retrieve my items.
To get your items. And they didn't give you ample enough time to get nothing. It was just like, y'all got to go.
Well, we had to go. We're not prohibited. Like, we can go in and get our items. We're not able to stay there or live there, but we're able to go in and get our items.
Did anyone say, we're going to provide this U-Haul, this movers, here's something to help you transition?
None of that.
And y'all hadn't heard from the landlord, leasing agents, or nothing.
Nothing.
And that's why I'm placing the blame. And I know everybody is. It's the point that they would neglect y'all so much, even if they had all these problems, the issues, and changing this and changing that. It seemed like at some point they would have reached out to y'all and tried. And you said over the last 2 years, 2.5, 3 years, and nobody reached out to you. Nobody. Because every time you go to pay a rent or go talk to them or something, it's somebody new in it. And they say they get into it.
And I know, like, I think it was maybe last year or the year before, I was heading off to go to work and I seen like the news and a lot of major people out there. I did not even know at that time it was like a lawsuit going on.
Right.
So lawsuit had already been active. So I didn't know anything about it until just now.
Okay.
That's crazy. Show Eric.
All right.
You gonna get fired too. You don't know how to close this show out.
You can't fire me. Okay, this is the part that I asked Queen if she has anything else to say. You've been great. And this was impromptu, everybody. This wasn't scheduled. I reached out to her. I think the day that we were there, you and I talked, and instead of hearing from myself, I figured y'all are tired of hearing from me. I know I've been on you a lot about vote for Eric Gaines. We wanted to make this not about Eric Gaines running for city council. We wanted to make this about Foster Gardens, the underserved area in our community. And that's not the only apartment complex that this particular owner owns. I can't remember what the other
Oh,
one is.
really?
Copper Creek.
Copper Creek, I think.
Next door.
Mhm.
So
But didn't they just remodel Copper Creek? Or
either
painted
Copper
it
Creek or
something?
Robinson, one of them. I'll do a little more research on that before we put some bad information out there.
Well, we just from me and my team and my family, we send our prayers, we send our I want to say condolences. Good God, we send our
It is condolences. It's a loss of a place
Yeah.
to live.
yeah we
Right.
send everything out to all the residents of Forest Gardens. The one that's still there, the ones that was evicted. I don't know what I can do to help. I got some contacts with some folks. I don't know, but anything that we can do to help, just let us know, or we'll try to do as much as we can. We'll put as much pressure as we can on landlords and
Right.
whatever political power I got. If
Yes,
I
sir.
think I got
Yes.
anybody, we
You
can
got
talk
some
to
clout.
them and let them know, because this is heartbreaking.
Yes, it is. And I feel like, us as blacks, we need to come together instead of talking about, oh, well, you live in Forest Garden. Like a lot of apartments are not out there like that. And like they just shut the certain buildings down. People are still living in Forest Garden. We need to stop putting each other down. We should be able to come together and help each other in the best way that we can. And it's been a lot of talk about people that's living out there. It's been a lot of stress on me thinking of, oh, because I live out there with my kids, I'm nasty or we're nasty. It's not the case. It's the fact that nobody knows our financial situation. Nobody knows our living conditions. Nobody knows anything, So come together, as a community, as a black community.
I would like to see our entire city come together like we did when the tornado came through.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what side of town you lived on. When that tornado affected Alberta City and other parts of the city, everybody came together, city, government, and the community and the churches. We also do the same thing for Foster Gardens.
That's right. And we'll be back.
And we'll be back. Thank you.
All right, guys, welcome back. We have come to an end of another great episode of Kitchen Table Conversations. Man, we have had a great show this evening. We had Mr. Maurice Sealey on earlier, talking about his platform and his vision for District 7 as a candidate for City Council. And Mr. Gaines came on and we talked, and we also talked when it let one of the residents of Forest Gardens share her story and experiences. It has been an impactful show. We just solicit your prayers. We really solicit your prayers for all the residents of Forest Gardens and all the residents, all underserved communities around West Alabama, Forest Gardens, and in other areas. We need your prayers and we need your support. We need your help to help these residents, because it's one thing that I know. People live where they have to sometimes and not where they want to. You sometimes you get in a bad situation, or you're not as fortunate as others. You had to live where you have to and provide for your kids and your family. And everybody want to live in a mansion on 20 acres and some cows and horses, but some folks have to live where they have to. So let's all band together. Let's all form together. And like the young lady said, we as a people should band together to try to uplift each other instead of tearing each other down. So I just ask the churches, you pastors, community leaders, your politicians, whoever, let's come together next Sunday in your churches. There's a Wednesday night Bible study, and let's pray. But also, not only praying, let's put a little meat to that bone too, and do something, and raise some funds and give to some organizations that's trying to help these people continue their lives and go forward from this horrible situation that they was been living in. And I just can't say it. Let me get out because I'm gonna get emotional. But yeah, let's keep going. Talk to your pastors, talk to your friends, talk to your leaders, and let's do something to help these people. help these residents of Forester Gardens and other served communities go forward and live their life the way they want to and not the way they have to at a certain time. Shout out to King's Kitchen. Shout out to King's Royal Events for hosting us every week in our studio. Come by King's Kitchen, 501 Hog Grove Road. Get you a good plate of food. I'll be there tomorrow I'll be there by 11 o'clock, 11 to 3. So come by and eat some of my world famous collard greens and and black-eyed peas and lima beans, all that stuff. I'll be cornbread, all that stuff I'll be throwing down on. So come by, get you a plate tomorrow from 10 to 3. Stop by, even talked about King's Royal Event Center. Come down, get your nice place for a nice birthday party, baby shower, gathering, anything you want to have down here is readily available for you. Great prices. You also put your catering part in there too. You can cater from King's Kitchen right there, and I'll be hooking you right on up. So yeah, check us out tomorrow night. Like I said, we'll have 3 of the local candidates for office, 1 incumbent and 2 one seeking office. We'll see tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on Kitchen Table Conversation.